My girlfriend of 3 years cheated on me at a summer research program, lied about it, and my brother is married to her sister. Me, 21M, and my now ex-girlfriend, 22F, met just after high school and had one of the most amazing and insane relationship stories ever, so I felt the need to share. We went to separate colleges about 3 hours apart, but her college is in my hometown, so I would come home often to be with her. About 3 months after we had started dating, my brother began dating her sister. Everything was going well and we had a good relationship for about 3 years. Then, my brother and her sister decided to get married and go to grad school together. Immediately after the wedding, things started to change in my relationship. My ex stopped doing the things she liked, became depressed, started going to bed at 9 p.m., started taking me for granted, started responding to texts 6 hours later, etc. I became very depressed as she would continuously be so tired she couldn't stay up after 9 p.m. with me or ask me to do anything besides lay down and watch Netflix, but then she'd go out with her friends and do things. When I confronted her about this, she'd say sorry, I just get anxious, but then never do anything about her anxiety or try to change anything. Over the summer I went to do field research in the Upper Peninsula because my ex had decided to go out to Oregon to do chemistry research for 10 weeks. We were in the middle of figuring out where to live next and what we wanted to do after undergrad, so our conversations were a little tense, but no yelling or severe fighting or anything crazy or unhealthy. Slowly over the summer, she stopped calling me at all and rarely texted. My program ended, and in the last week of her program we were on the phone talking about where we were going to live next. Then, I casually mentioned that I had had a dream that she was with someone else the night before. She got dead quiet, and I asked if everything was okay and she said yeah and hung up. She didn't talk to me the rest of the week as she said she was going to be busy with writing her paper. Since she was stressed about the paper, I decided to drive 2 hours to Chicago to pick her up at the airport and bought her a dozen roses. Then, right before her flight was about to leave, she found out I was picking her up, called me up, and broke up with me over the phone after 3 years. She said I'm just bad at being in a relationship and I just can't right now and I've got to figure things out on my own. When she got back I waited for her to reach out to me to talk in person. A whole week went by, and so I finally decided to ask to talk. She said, I'm really busy with getting ready for school, but I have 15 minutes this Thursday at 5:30. So I went and talked, and she said similar things as on the phone, but took no responsibility and couldn't tell me what I did wrong or anything. I was devastated, and sunk into a deep depression and had obsessive thoughts and knew that I wasn't getting the whole truth. So, I'm looking on Spotify and she had deleted every playlist she's made and unfollowed all her friends including me and only followed this one dude from her research program in Oregon. I click on this dude's profile and his pic is a picture of him in her shirt and he's got a playlist named after her with a bunch of love songs. So I go to confront her. I don't mention the playlist, but I ask if anything happened with this dude specifically. She denies it. So, I give up and start to see other people. A week later, I find out from my brother and his wife that she's dating the dude from Oregon long distance and that she cheated on me. We're all in shock that she would do this to me. I went to therapy and got all my depression and obsessive thoughts sorted out. I graduate from college in 7 weeks, I met a bunch of new friends and I started dating a lovely girl and everything is looking up. So, if you're feeling hurt about being cheated on, it does get better, and at least your brother isn't married to your cheater's sister. P.S. I love my brother and his wife and talk to them every week still. They can't believe the whole thing and have been very supportive to me.